Everybody, I wanted to come on this morning to talk a little bit about the LGBTQ community. You can get a little more information onto YouTube, which is kind of cool, without getting banned or blocked. So it tells you a lot about what do you call it, that dumb TikTok is really up to. However, YouTube is trying to charge you now, which sucks, and puts way too many bad commercials into their systems. However, they are Republican. But if they don't roll commercials that are Democrat related, they will go down. So you got to see how that works. That's why Gary Vaynerchuk says what he says in his podcast with those little intern people, is because the Democrats are literally sitting next to him watching everything he says in association to me. And that's why he is with that thing. She's disgusting. And you guys all know she's gross. You're like, how could he say that and be with that? It's like that it doesn't match. How could you do that and say that? Don't you have children? That's how controlling the system is. And that, with that being said, that also goes for when it comes to the LGBTQ community, because they look for opportunities to get the alleged support. So you all think that humans who are not LGBTQ are against you still for some reason. I'm not really sure, because this boomer generation was the generation of the AIDS and HIV explosion, which was government related from the CIA. What was else I was gonna say? So they try to give you the idea that you're not enough. So first of all, they put that in your head that you're not enough, and then associate it with God and religion. And granted, there are some people out there who are just set in their ways, and you have to just be with that. But that's like in any kind of relationship you're in, whether it be with a boy, as me as a female with a guy, or in a friendship with a girl. You just have to accept the way that someone views your relationship, and being very self-aware in your security around, I'm grounded in who I am. So when you first start making the decision, the stigma comes from Hollywood, the ones that you think that are supporting you. There are select few that will support you, like Madonna, Cher, Elton John, the ones that are the big ticket ones who really serve the community to advance y'all in becoming, it's like the same thing as BLM, but not the same. What else was I going to say about that? So it's like a system of like, it is what it is. I like who I like. You know, like Billy didn't think that he was going to fall in love with me. He's had, and I don't blame him. I would actually turn gay if I was a guy, based on the fact of what I've seen with women. I think women are atrocious. I mean, men aren't that much better, to be honest with you, when you take a look at some of the scenes in the movie of like your boyfriend and you get in an argument, and then he rats you out to his parents on his falsities, his lies. And then he, instead of having a conversation, he goes and kisses some dude in an alleyway. Not to mention the little nicks that are all throughout the movie of the guy in the movie. So Billy in the movie is superb, excellent. And with the right partner, this movie could have been a blockbuster hit. However, they hired a straight guy to play a gay guy. Meaning he was stone cold. There was no energy expansion in the movie. Like Billy was like, he held the movies. It was incredible, actually. Talking about the museum, there has to be a weaving in and out of sophistication with the, like, it's like almost like sophistication with drag. So y'all think that we don't like drag when we love it. We love it, we love it, we love it, we love it. Not to mention the music and the creativity that comes along from feeling free, So there has to be a section where you have compassion for somebody who is uncertain of their sexuality, where you can tell stories about how somebody has come out. Like it's almost like the Holocaust Museum, where people share their stories that's compassionate and sad. It's like a roller coaster ride of emotion. You could do speculations of funny stories. So it's like a little like that too, right? So you could see like the multidimensional aspects of like Billy in the movie, of him being singing in the shower, of talent and creativity, to the humor of emotion when he's talking to Deborah Messing, to the community of the group sitting at the table, of how diverse yet similar and like, okay, they were free to be in that conversation. So it's like intermingling that feeling. And then you have to add in the humor. There's got to be a section on art, even if it's like developing it, because it's like developing art pieces, like like you could have art shows come through that highlight gay LBGTQ artists. You could have a music section that talks about different Indigo Girls. So a section in music in Hollywood of Chaz. So there even can be a section on trans and telling the intricacies of the science behind it. I mean, you basically are educated. So you don't want the museum to be some fluff show. You want it to be a science museum with some creativity woven in that becomes a powerful, grounded experience in your lifestyle. Not to mention, you teach what Doogie Howser and his husband are experiencing when it comes to having children. Meaning you're teaching not only the straight community, you're teaching the gay community that you can have a family if you decide to become gay, or if you are gay, based on your belief system. And you let people believe what they believe. Who gives a crap? It could always be the topic of conversation. I was born this way. Well, you may have been. In a past life, you may have been a girl. In a past life, you may have been gay back then too. Who cares? What you want to realize is you're living in the now. There's some missing piece, though, that I can't put my finger on. You could even have a movie theater within the building that would highlight Barbra Streisand movies, or what is considered the stereotypical gay movie or gay musician concert that would bring in income for the facility. You could, something about like the colors of the flag is just so blah. But you're definitely going to have to battle the stereotype of what they've created, which is LBGTQ for some reason. Meaning it's not ew as in your ew, but the ewness comes from, it's like the content's ew. So Billy is actually dredging a new path of sophistication with getting rid of the ew. Matthew McConaughey has been a person. I believe he was played gay in that one movie where he had AIDS. I can't remember. Maybe not. So there's been, I mean, even Patrick Swayze, when he was in Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, with, I can picture your faces, but I can't remember your names. One was Hispanic and one was a Black American. And y'all played drag queens. And then you went into that town. That's like literally the museum. That's such a good movie. So it's like, I'm just looking a little bit more. So you don't play up the clubbing. You're actually teaching people to step away from the clubbing and have more real relationships like Doogie and his husband. Or friendships like Anderson and my baby daddy. Those are friendships. Or that couple in the movie where they are together for a long time. You want to teach that kind of stuff. And that's what the museum is about creativity, groundedness, lifestyle, acceptance. You create that, and you literally could create new segments, if that makes sense. So if you could create that, that becomes like a tourist experience too. So people from all over the globe could come and get solid in themselves, which then would create a mass energy of accepting themselves, which then other people would accept them just as they are, which this has nothing to do with LGBTQ. It just has to do with the way society exists at this time. So you want to get that they're playing you. They played you. However, you needed to get played in order to expose them. Meaning they even drop named Obama in the movie. However, they literally shunned him in the movie, which was really brilliant. And then they put the Georgia wannabe senator, and I always forget her name because she's such a loser, in the movie to promote them. This ain't no Herschel Walker style leadership, okay? This is like some trash heap, ghetto ass type leadership. And that's a fact. However, it did give us a foundational base of what a future rom-com involvement in LGBTQ is, because Billy knew what he was doing. However, the actor next to him did not. And there was a lot of digs in the movie that I did not like. It was really, really kind of like male macho. It's just, it's like really exciting, but it's a little disappointing too, because it's like such a good movie. Anyway, I could go on and on and on about it all, but that's just a little basis of talking about the museum and what's possible for you all in the community, because I would go, make sure there's a drag section. You could even have drag shows there. You could have regular shows there. You could have a stage room. You could do so much. And people would go. People like listen for when drag shows come to town and they want to go. My sister would go to drag shows all the time. And I'm like, I want to go. Oh, yeah. Tiara. They blocked me from you, that's why. Oh, I'm like talking, hold on, let me see. What do you say? It's my other honey bun. Drag, he's a drag. I don't know what you would call, what you want to be called. You just have to let me know. I was like, I miss you. I miss you too. I love you. I don't know, I'm hugging him as a girl. He's so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh my God. I'm like, okay, that's it.